sun visor removal and refitting on a Skoda Fabia Mark 1, 1999 to 2007. As you can see, each sun visor is held in place with a bracket on the extremity of the car on each side, just here and here. And the bracket in the centre just hooks the sun visor on and off, depending on whether you want to move it to the side or not. So if we put the visors in the closed position, then look at the bracket, which is held in by a Phillips screw. So just undo that. I'm using a Posi 2 screwdriver. When you take the screw out, the sun visor stays in place because it's got a little hook on it, on the bracket. And of course the centrepiece is held in by the hook. So you take it off the hook in the centre, and then you have to jiggle out the bracket on the extremity. The hook goes to the back, so you want to push it sort of forwardish. Here's the hook. There is actually a slight hook at the front, but essentially the main hook is at the back. And that's the main one that holds it in place. And here's the hole in the roof and the screw hole. Moving on to the centre clip, which is a little bit harder to get off. And I'm guessing is the reason why you wanted to watch this video. The bracket's held in by 2 Phillips screws behind a plastic cover, which you have to remove first. The cover is held on quite tightly. It's got a little recess at the very top where I presume you're supposed to put some tool and prise it off. I did try prising it from the centre, but I was worried that I'd break the bracket, so I gave up on that. And I found I had to use 2 flat-bladed screwdrivers, one at the top and then one just in at the side to prise it off. Anyway, as you can see, it prised off. And here's the clips on the inside. There's 4 clips, 2 at the bottom and 2 at the top. So there's quite a number of clips, so it's quite tight. If you do manage to break it, you can always get one new bracket online. They're quite cheap and seemingly still available. Of course, once the cover's off, the 2 Phillips screws are onshore to remove. I'll just show you that removal process that I used again. Simply take the screws out. And then it just releases from the roof and liner, like so. And as you can see, I've marked my liner using dirty screwdrivers, so it's best if you're mindful of protecting that if you're not going to replace it, which in my case I am, but you may not. Putting the bracket on, I put a Phillips screw in one of the holes first and then lined that up. I found that was the easiest way. And then put the second screw in, of course, making sure it's all nice and tight. And then all you need to do is put the cover on, orientating it with the slot at the top, which just slips over the hook, and you just push it till it clips into place, just like that. Here's the spring in the middle. Putting the visor back in place, you want to be first inserting the large hook in the hole on the extremity of the car first. Push that down into place. Then you'll be able to clip the visor into the other bracket in the centre of the car, holding it in place while you attach the Phillips screw on the outer bracket, making sure it's firmly in place. But don't over tighten the screw, as the hole in the metal roof is very thin, and once you've stripped that you'll need a larger screw, which is a road you don't want to go down. And that's all there is to it. So I hope that helped you out, guys. Any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe and all that jazz. And something interesting you might want to know is if you replace the driver's side on an English car with a European car, or vice versa, you can get a visor with a mirror. So I might just do that in future if I can get hold of one. Then I might be able to see myself and show myself off to the public. So I look forward to seeing that video. So that's all, guys, for now, and as always, thank you for watching.